And hello, good people. So it's a beautiful day here in June in New York City, and I just left the Ghostbuster 40th anniversary event at the Firehouse, and it was a blast. It was packed and crowded. So now I'm hustling over down to Butler Street in Brooklyn so I can check out the Five Points Festival. All right, great. So I made it. Well, I got to be honest, this is my first Five Points Festival. And, I know it's a lot of independent art and merchandise here, but, other than that, I don't know what to expect. Am I going to love this show? Will I dislike it? This is more exploratory, to see if I'll come back to this event in the future. So let's go. Now, as soon as I came in, the first booth that I came upon is Loch Nesters. Now, they make these giant, oversized plastic bears, and these bears are dope. I'm looking at it. The camel bear was by far my favorite. The camel motif was definitely excellent. But my only problem is, where am I going to keep an oversized bear? My wife will wind up killing me if I bring something like that home from the show and put it up in the living room. All right. I see that this is going to be an issue for me today, that I'm going to see a lot of dope stuff, a lot of oversized things, and I just don't have space to put some of that stuff. So again, this is an exploratory trip for me, and I'm just still poking around. Now, what surprised me, I didn't know Super 7 was here. Super 7 is, they're kind of like in a weird space right now. They started off independent, and, they've gotten a lot more mainstream IPs that they're offering, the Ultimate line with the Thundercats and the Joes, but they're still sticking to it. And, they have a ton of reaction figures here today. So, I'm definitely probably going to buy something small and cop some reaction figures. So let's finish taking a look. Now, the one thing I can say that I'm impressed with so far is that a lot of the booths I'm coming upon is all original works, and a lot of these toys are I love the colors. They're funky, a lot of monsters, and they're just cool to look at. I love the originality. All right, now my next stop was at the Cortez Studio booth, and Dave Cortez is a good friend of the channel, and I wanted to take a look at some of the new products that he's bringing out. Now, Dave is showcasing a character that's near and dear to his heart, a character that he created a few years back, Pugzee, the pug dog from Brooklyn that is pretty much the criminal mastermind. And he's got a bunch of new exciting projects with this dog. And the first product that he's bringing out is going to be a Pugzee board game. So let's join in on Dave and take a listen.
Part of the game is the toilet paper, because it's commissary, right? So, you get the prison or whatever, but I was telling one dude about it, and he loved that aspect of it. And I forgot, I should have put it out, because the objective of the game is to go around and collect these and use them to pay the tolls at the corners. So these little numbers represent the toll cost. So a toilet paper is worth 1, and a Cinnabon is worth 2 points. So when you get to the corner, you got to put back at the board your points, and then you can pass the toll. If you go through it and you didn't collect any, then you're gonna have to go back. So this board, you go forward and reverse. And so all these pieces are magnetic. The board is magnetic. So basically, you got the number there and here. So this way, if somebody gets upset and they toss the board, hopefully, And then these little icons represent where the commissary and Cinnabons go. And what's up? You see?
Oh, my man!
Yeah.
All right, guys, I apologize for that. Our interview was cut short by the introduction of some old friends into the mix at the Five Points Festival. And, we totally forgot we were talking about figures and products, and we started talking smack like dudes do. So, me and Dave, we cut the interview short, and we agreed that we're going to do it on another date where I could actually go to the studio gallery and, showcase some products and take a look at what he has coming up in the pipe. So let me get some of these comics. He's going to sign a few of these. I don't know, maybe should I give 1 or 2 away as a giveaway on the channel, or maybe on my IG page? Let me know in the comments if you're interested. Or I was even thinking maybe when me and Dave do the sit down and, showcase some more of the figures that he's got coming out, maybe he might give one of those away. I mean, take a look at some of the figures that he has or the statues and let me know if you're interested in one, and maybe we might be able to coax Dave into doing a giveaway for the channel. That would be dope. So this is going to be the part in the video where, I'm just walking around the show, trying to take some snapshots and some footage of everybody's products. So I'm just going to let that footage play, and I'll come back periodically and drop a few words on a couple of things. All right.
Wait, no, you're making progress. The more you do something, you get better at it. Take plankton, 11A. 11A? Yeah. That is cool looking. Hey, how are you? Scary looking, bro.
Now, what I like about this event space, the main mez area is, it's pretty much a party space, and it's a super chill vibe. And they actually fashioned a bar with the interiors to look like a subway car, a R142 to be exact. Super chill New York thing. I ain't gonna lie, I fell in love with this guy at the 1000 Tentacles booth, and had to follow them on Instagram and the social media so that way I could try to purchase that at a later date. It's a very cool piece. All right, so I'm going to close out my video with my last stop of the day. I went to the Toy Tokyo booth to check out what they had going on, and they had some very cool, interesting pieces. You know, definitely stuff I got to look out for when New York Comic Con comes around. And, you know, my consensus is this was a super laid back show, very chill, party vibe, party atmosphere, a lot of cool, funky things that I love. And, you know, I'm going to have to budget for this show next year, another show, you know, to put in my list. So definitely something I have to budget for next year. You know, some of the pieces are a little pricey, but, you know, they're definitely worth it. They're one-of-a-kind pieces that you could only get at the show. So, you know, this is definitely a good look. So definitely something for next year. Now, the sad part about this day, it was so many things happening in New York City, you know, so many events to go to that I only budgeted a certain amount of my time to be here today. And, you know, I really wish I could have stayed. So apparently the after party, they have live wrestling events. And, you know, apparently Godzilla was taking on somebody tonight. And I heard it gets pretty live. So definitely something I'm going to have to attend for the next show. But that's my time, people. I hope to see you on my next video. Main one, out.